Hello and welcome. Thank you for taking the time. Today, America votes. And my question is to my fellow Americans. But first of all, if you're new here, welcome to the Conspiracy Show, where we present you with our conspiracies with a touch of reality. I fail to understand the concept of the Electoral College, so this would be my opportunity to learn from you. If you can let me know in the comments, what is your understanding of the Electoral College? Because on one side, there is popular vote, where people vote, where they confirm that their confidence stands behind this candidate. But that candidate cannot confirm their victory unless that particular Electoral College, a certain group of people, God knows how they are elected, how they're appointed, how they're designated, but I would certainly like to know, because to me, that's not the concept of democracy, unlike here in Canada, where the majority vote counts towards the winner. It's pretty simple parliamentary system where people vote for their candidate, the votes are counted, and then the winner is announced based on the number of votes that they got. But ever since the first incident that at least I witnessed between Al Gore and George W. Bush, that was something that was very confusing for me. Because when I was looking at the results, Al Gore had the popular vote. But then George Bush was announced as the winner because he had more electoral votes. Same was with Hillary Clinton, when she had the popular vote, but the Electoral College basically decided in favor of Donald Trump. So this time, it's the same game once again. So help me understand, what is Electoral College? Because here's where my conspiracy theory comes in. Ever heard of the term the Council of the Owls? It's a conspiracy theory where it is said that there is a certain group of people that represent the deep state, or the actual rulers that rule this world behind the scene, that actually take decisions like which country goes to war with who, which country has to have a regime change, which country's currency is to collapse, which country's economy is to boom. So, to me, it seems that this Council of the Owls is the one that is supposed to take care of the interests of the deep state, despite of who the people vote for. And if that is the case, then the American Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, why they never used the word democracy? So where did this word democracy come from in America, and what is the shape of this democracy that we're looking at? Where when people vote, irrespective of the weight of the vote, whoever has it, who the people have voted for, it becomes trivial. It becomes non-existent, because the Electoral College, the Council of the Owls, now gets to decide. Does this take place where both the candidates basically are called in secret in front of these people and are interviewed as a final interview for selection? And are they giving any guarantees to this Electoral College that, okay, we will take care of the interests of the deep state, we will maintain the status quo, we will do as dictated, and we will implement the policies, and we will make sure that they are legislated into law, where the deep state holds its sway over the democratically elected government and its representatives? So in this case, I am very confused as to what role does the Electoral College play, and what exactly the Electoral College is there for. It seems like in a hockey game where there's an enforcer, they are acting as an enforcer. So that means if I go and vote for someone, it does not mean anything, because I will still have to look towards the Electoral College and then hope and pray that they basically decide in favor of my candidate. So this time, will America accept this? because this has happened recently twice in the past, where there was a lot of uproar, where I guess both the cases went before the Supreme Court, but even the Supreme Court backed off. And that's what concerns me even more, that who are these people in the Electoral College, and what kind of powers do they hold, or what kind of powers do they represent? So as America votes today, where candidates are chosen on the basis of who you decide to support, and that's the concept of democracy, is that the illusion that the American people have been kept in for all these times? Because as far as I know, my research goes back, and correct me if I'm wrong, the Electoral College, this concept goes back hundreds, like at least a couple of centuries. It hasn't been invented like recently. So that means the democracy that the USA has been boasting and has been carrying proudly on its people's shoulder, where they proudly say a government for the people, of the people, and by the people, people only get to vote once. And then yes, after 2.5 years, there's the midterms, where the evaluation of their president is reviewed again, and then it is decided whether he or she continues. But in between that period, what say do you have? You have voted, and that's it. The person has been selected or elected, and the person can now do whatever they like, whatever they please. They can legislate, they can do whatever they want. The recent example is right in front of you in form of Joe Biden and their administration. Now, I am telling you as a third person sitting here in Canada and looking at the United States, I can tell you that the decisions made by the Biden administration not only affected the American people, but the whole world. And you can see it. You cannot deny this fact. The biggest beef that I have with the mainstream media is that they are basically the broken records owned by these powers, these deep states. And they are always presenting you with the picture, brainwashing you, and just trying to propagate the concept of everything is good, everything's divine, everything's peachy. Do not look that way, look the other way. There's nothing to see here. The problem is that media up till the 80s was supposed to do its job, provide you with the news, the truth. But after it was commercialized, after the deep state realized that there's a lot of power in media, people watch it and people believe whatever is said on the TV. So that's how Russia became America's #1 enemy, as is China now. So this is all due to the media propagation and all the propaganda that is done within America. It's not just North Korea, it's not China, it's not Russia. It's used all over the place. But with the advent of social media, now that status quo is being challenged. And now the deep state's power is in jeopardy. But still they want to hold on. And whoever challenges it faces dire consequences. So once again, I really want to know, what is Electoral College and what's the concept, or what's your understanding? Is America really a democracy, or it has been a democracy? What does popular vote even mean? If you like what you see, please do not forget to follow. Do visit my YouTube channel, like, subscribe, and hit that notification button there. I know my schedule is all over the place, but I try to be as much regular as possible. And thank you for all your support. Go out and vote. Vote for whoever you think is right for America. Do not be disheartened. Do not stay home, because whoever doesn't vote is a vote wasted towards the effort of the actual democracy. Till next time, take care. Bye for now.